Bros, Ash here, welcome back to Gents. Hope you're well. So you want a fragrance that's gonna make you unforgettable? Don't worry, dude, I have one for you. It's called Somber. Now, if you've never heard of it, it's got some cool notes. I'm gonna share them with you, just so you can get that mental picture rolling around in that old noggin about how you're gonna come across to people when you wear it. It's got vomit.
Whoa.
That's one way to start, yeah. I'm sure it gets better though. There's also pus, mold, sweat, nocturnal animals.
Bruh.
Yeah. Oh, there's champagne. Just for the record, I'm not messing with you. That's actually the notes. And I have smelled that before, and it will definitely make you unforgettable. But how about stuff that's new to the market that will have you smelling unforgettable in a positive way, in a good way? Like this, Myslf, the new one. That's the official name. Or, you know, just Myslf Eau de Toilette Intense. And this is really a cheat code because all the Myslf fragrances are really easy to wear. They're tailor-made in the lab to pull compliments. Like, that's all the stuff is made to do. And it does it pretty well. Now, the one drawback to this one is it's not as strong as some of the other Myslf releases. So if you want a little more push, a little more power, you could go with Myslf Absolute, Myslf Le Parfum, maybe even the original Myslf, but it's still a really solid scent that people absolutely love. It still has the main idea behind it that all the other ones have, which is bergamot, orange blossom, and ambrifix. That's front and center here. Also has musk in there as well. Just basically even cleaner, even fresher than the original Myslf. That's what Myslf EDT Intense is. You can wear this whenever you want and never go wrong, assuming you spray enough of it on, of course. Now I'm gonna be hooking you guys up with one of these right here, which is Ralph's Club New York Parfum. That one, this one is mine, so I have to not get these mixed up. We'll do that giveaway in just a little bit, but yeah, Ralph's Club New York Parfum. This stuff is sneaky, sneaky good. That being said, it's probably going to appeal more to guys that are like, I would say at least mid-20s and up. It's got some of that original Ralph's Club New York to it, so it's not like crazy, insanely different to the point that there's no similarities whatsoever. There's a little bit of that in here, but this definitely takes that idea and moves it in a much different direction. It takes it and makes it more classically masculine, a little bit more of a sophisticated type of scent, more of an evening scent, potentially more of a formal, like dressy scent as well when you compare it to the OG. It still has that black currant in there, has a really nice booziness as well. It's got cognac, so that's gonna add a nice sweetness and warmth. Has cardamom as well, even oud as an official note. Does it really have much oudiness to it though? Not really. It's that type of deal where you go, oh, there's a nice, warm, you know, semi-spiced dark wood in here. Let's call it oud. You know, it just makes it sound higher end, right? Yeah. The lavender geranium combo, especially in here through the mid, really helps take this one to the next level because it gives it a bit of a clean aspect. You know, this touch of freshness in there, even though it is at its heart, like I said, more of a gentleman's type of scent. This stuff is sneaky good, which I already said, but now I've said it twice, so that means it's like double sneaky good. Ooh, Invictus Elixir, bros. Yes, this is what you need if you like Invictus anyway. If you don't like Invictus, you can skip this one. You can just go plus 10 seconds, plus 10 seconds. I hate Invictus. Ugh. If you are indeed an Invictus hater, if you're on that Esca hater, drinking the Haterade, maybe taking the Ella hater, riding an Alligator, don't worry. I used to be the same. Invictus made me want to puke. You're gonna give me a little trophy bottle? What am I, 3? Am I a little child watching Muppet Babies? Am I watching Pixar films and crying when it gets really emotional? No. Nope. Not me.
I am just a kid.
But yeah, Invictus, I don't need the crap. That's what my thought process was. And to be fair, I'm still not a massive fan of the original, but then they got me. Invictus Victory, nice. Invictus Victory Elixir, ooh, better. Invictus Parfum, righting the wrongs of its ancestors. Ah, now you got me. And then Invictus Elixir, this little freak, yeah, basically comes in and goes like, we're gonna take Invictus Parfum, we're gonna take Invictus Victory Elixir, we're gonna mix them together, pretend we did something brand new, bam, Invictus Elixir. And it actually works. It smells good. I like it. I like it a whole lot. You want compliments, you want attention, this is the meeting of the Invictus worlds. done perfectly. It is sick. Now I gotta say, this one, not as much what I'm all about, but a lot of people really, really enjoy it. Club de Nuit iconic Extrait de Parfum. That's why the bottle's small. Small bottle means it lasts a long time. So this one has roughly 15 million notes to the fragrance. And when it first came out, there was a lot of like back and forth. People were like, oh, it's gotta be Bleu de Chanel Exclusif. That's gotta be what it is, because this is the iconic Extrait, right? Because the original iconic is, you know, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. So it was like, okay, it's gonna be L'Exclusif, because that was the newest one. This is more expensive, smaller bottle. You know the whole deal, like elixirs are small, cost a lot, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with L'Exclusif, cost more than the normal ones. I'm making sense, right? But then I got this stuff in, I sprayed it on side by side, Bleu de Chanel Exclusif, and I was like, yeah, not really. It's more like Bleu de Chanel Parfum with sort of a twist, if you're gonna compare it to a Bleu de Chanel, which you should be, but not a one-to-one with L'Exclusif, at least for me. That being said, it is definitely more in that like classier Bleu de Chanel vibe. Not as much the fresh, like zingy, super easygoing, summery type of vibe. This one is more for your nicer evenings and a really nice alternative to Bleu de Chanel Parfum, right in that wheelhouse. Gonna bring it up again. Ooh, Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum Intense. Acqua di Gio Forte gonna be coming out pretty soon. As of when I'm filming this video, I don't know the notes yet, but I've seen the picture online. It looks silvery, and I hope it's really good. I hope it's not some throwaway summertime crap. Now, I love a good summertime fragrance. Don't get me wrong, like a great summertime fragrance, yes. But if it comes out and it smells like just, you know, like a half-baked, leftover, you know, 3 days later Chinese food kind of deal where you're just like, they put no effort into it, man. Like they just dump it onto a plate and go, enjoy.
No, don't like that.
I don't want it to be that kind of fragrance where you'd smell it and you can tell right away like, oh, this is just crap that they cooked up in 45 minutes and then slapped the name on it and went, nice. Limited edition. You idiots will buy anything. Don't do that to me, Armani. Don't do that to me. But as long as they don't do that, I'm very hyped for it. This one right here, basically Acqua di Gio Absolu brought back from the dead. For me, guys, this Acqua di Gio right here is better than the Eau de Parfum. And that's no shot at you guys that do love the EDP. You know, you do you. But I think that for me, you know, if you were gonna hold this out in one hand, hold out the Eau de Parfum in the other, I'm taking that 10 times out of 10. Nice balance of freshness, sweetness, minerality, and a touch of green as well. Very modern, very easy to wear. It's a go-to. You know, this is one of those ones you can just grab, spray, and go whenever you want. It stays true to the Acqua di Gio ethos, which is don't offend anybody, make stuff that people will wear a lot, and then they'll buy another bottle. That's pretty much Acqua di Gio. And when they stray from that is when they get caught in the weeds and they have stuff that, you know, kind of sucks. Profundo Parfum. Oh, sorry, I had a cough. Now, sticking with that Armani attitude here, check it out, Armani Code Intense. Now, I have to say, this is not new, so I am cheating here because this is new to me. I bought it this year, and what's funny about it is, it's been out for like 3 years. It's just I hadn't seen it anywhere, and so I never bought it. And then it popped up, I think JOMASHOP, maybe Fragflex or one of the, I think it was JOMASHOP. But it popped up there, and it was mad cheap, and Armani Code Absolute. I got that one, like when that one was new, I think. And I really liked that one, which was Code Absolute. And then this one is supposed to be Code Ultimate. Now, Code Ultimate, for those who are unaware, is a discontinued Armani Code. And that one is really, really solid if you like variations on that original Armani Code styling. Not like all the flankers that came after it, but a play on that OG kind of vibe. And as far as affordable alternatives to that scent, this is probably the best one that you can get right now, with the understanding that it is not crazy strong. Yeah, as far as performance, fully average. That being said, I think I paid like $20 for it, maybe just under, so I don't really care that much. You know, it's more so something I can spray and then get that ultimate kind of vibe to hit my brain again, get a little dopamine release going on. And of course, that style, that original Armani Code and Code Ultimate style still works really well. Now, before the next one, which is actually something new again, how about some codes? So these are codes for Fragflex, Perfume Box, Gift Express, JOMASHOP, and more. Anytime you shop any of these fragrance discounters, you can use these codes to save yourself some money. You can also copy and paste them from the description down below if that's easier for you. Next scent, Paradigm. Le Parfum. Now the original Paradigm, that's kind of in the Myself wheelhouse, you know? It's got the similar fresh, clean, anytime wear kind of vibe, only using geranium instead of orange blossom. And this basically takes that idea and says, okay, cool, but what if we made it for fall and winter time? What if we made it for the evening? Just pump up that sweetness a little bit, that warmth, give it just a touch of a resinous edge as well. Like maybe Paradigm mixed with just a smidge of like Invictus Victory, something like that. The vanilla from that, or Invictus Victory Elixir, just a little bit, but don't go as far down that path of making it hyper sweet. Keep it a little bit more elevated. And that's what this is. To me, it smells really, really, really nice when it's cool outside, which is not right now. Or if you're in an air-conditioned kind of environment, especially on a night out, this stuff smells great. But it may pull the same kind of vibe that Paradigm did, which is when it first came out, you know, kind of lukewarm. And then as people wear it more, people come around on it more. To my own taste, I actually like this one more than the original. Next up, Reverie Aqua Zamaya, also not brand new. I think this one came out last year, I believe. And this is gonna get you in that Born in Roma Intense wheelhouse, which is one of the better compliment pulling fragrances out on the market today. Only obviously with this being a Zamaya, it's way cheaper. Now it's got a little bit of a twist. You have lavender in here, you have chestnut, you have vanilla, a good dose of that, cardamom, also cinnamon and amber as it dries down. For the price point, you can't go wrong with this stuff. One of the better fragrances out there, and Zamaya is part of Offnon. So if you've heard Zamaya before and maybe thought like, I don't know what that is, basically a more affordable Offnon alternative. Check it out, CH Men Swing, which is gonna be something that probably very, very few people ever actually own, because Carolina Herrera loves to do one thing, and that is come out with limited edition fragrances that don't really sell a whole heck of a lot, that barely change the DNA of the fragrance, and then just repeat that every year. Could they make a new line of fragrances and try to do something to capture a big market share? They could do that, yeah. Are they gonna? No. They're gonna come out with limited editions. Come on, get with it.
Don't even care.
Why would you put money into developing a new fragrance line when you can rehash the same DNA and come up with a new bottle design every year? Great. So look, I know that sounds like I'm really crapping on this, but it actually smells really good because the original CH Men still smells really good. And that one is known for having a very pleasant, sugary leather scent profile. And this one has sort of that same thing going on, even though the notes are different. This one has pistachio, which is why everything is green. Also golf. That's another reason. It does have suede in here, to be fair, so I guess that covers the leather part. And then there's also cashmere in as well. So while this is gonna have similarities to the original CH Men, it's also gonna potentially remind you of Ferragamo's bright leather, which that one has similarities to stuff like Aqua Fahrenheit, so it could remind you a little bit of that as well, just done in a more modern way, essentially. And I think the stuff smells great. Really good for spring, a nice different kind of change of pace for summertime, early fall as well. In typical CH Men fashion, not that strong. Definitely more of an average performer, but it smells great. And it flies way under the radar. Like nobody's gonna have this stuff. I think it looks pretty slick too, actually. The design's nice. Mosaic, this one by Gulf Orchid. About 30 bones for this. 30 bucks, not bad. But is it any good? Well, it has a very familiar scent profile. It smells quite similar to Myself. Absolute. In terms of the note breakdown here, you have a lot of the same stuff that you're gonna find in Myself Absolute. So you have bergamot, you have ginger in here, you have orange blossom, you've got patchouli, there's also iris as well. Very, very clean, a little bit of that soapy aspect like you're gonna find in Myself Absolute. For 30 bucks, quality's fantastic. In terms of performance, I've only worn it a couple times, but I'd say more in like the slightly above average range. Not an absolute monster, but for something that you can wear basically year round, office safe, all that stuff, it gets the job done right at 30 bucks, smells great. 2 more to go. Purple Melancholia, right here, Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma. This stuff keeps growing and growing on me. Lavender and coconut, that's the main deal with this stuff. Nice tropical sweetness, nice freshness, and that clean aspect from the lavender really helps give this one more versatility. Valentino just keeps crushing. It's a really, really interesting path to follow, because for people hardcore into fragrances like Valentino Uomo and Valentino Uomo Intense and Uomo Aqua, those were just absolutely killer. And I did love those. And then they came out with Born in Roma, And everybody was like, what is this crap? You're coming out with some Invictus trash, man. This is garbage. Obviously they knew better though, because now Born in Roma, one of the best and most popular fragrance lines out there, and it seems like they hit way more often than they miss. Rayhaan Wolf! Gonna wrap this one up. Little AI wolf guy chilling out on the front here. He's got a little portrait going on. He's from a noble family, I guess. And what does wolf smell similar to? Well, it smells similar to The Most Wanted by Zara. Sacre bleu. Gonna hit you with that same 3-note note breakdown, cardamom and toffee there off the top and in the mid. And then of course, amberwood in the dry down, just crazy exciting. To me, this does open maybe with a bigger pop of cardamom. So when you first spray it on, you're gonna get more of that somewhat sweet, warm spiciness here. Not as heavy on the toffee compared to The Most Wanted, so it's a little bit of like a twist. Just like The Most Wanted though, the performance really, really nice. Longevity is very good. The projection is solid as well. So it's gonna give you that same versatility that you would get from something like The Most Wanted, just with a little interesting twist to keep things fresh. Let's do the giveaway. It's that. No box, but it has not been sprayed. If you wanna be entered in the giveaway for this fragrance right here, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know which new fragrance this year has been your go-to. And if you haven't bought one that's a new fragrance from this year, that's fine too. Just let me know whichever fragrance is new to you that's been your go-to. I'll pick a winner with random comment picker, post it up on the post tab of the YouTube channel, and if you're the winner, hit me up, I'll ship it out to you. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.